There's always a deviation, but it's if you drop it now from 6 feet, it will be impossible to measure this deviation. Or even
Sorry,
see it.
don't tell me where I can't see it. Are you deaf? Tell me where I can see it as a natural phenomena. Don't justify why I can't see it. It doesn't seem like we've got a phenomena that's natural here.
God damn it.
Don't sigh.
It is a natural phenomenon. Things falling down.
And there's no drift to observe in that thing falling down, according to what you've just told me.
You don't
don't interrupt me! You've just told me no drift to see. Wouldn't be noticeable, wouldn't see it. Then it's not observed, you stupid idiot. I'm supposed to be observing it? Don't just say it always occurs. That's begging the question. Yeah? Show me where it occurs. Don't show me something where it's not occurring and justify why it isn't. Do you understand?
I'm going to show you where it's occurring in the experiment I'm doing after I
No,
this.
It has to be occurring in nature, not in the experiment, because otherwise you're inducing it in a man-made device. You're conjuring the phenomena within the experiment. I need to know where it happens in nature. That's the 5th time.
It happens everywhere. If you
Don't just beg the question. Don't just assume it happens everywhere and then justify why I don't see it when I drop something from 6 feet. Show me where it occurs.
Nathan, in geometry,
That's maths. Are you dumb? We have done that 4 times. Not maths. Physical reality. Where do we observe it? Don't tell me about geometry. Don't tell me about dropping something and not observing it, because that's not observing a phenomena.
Can I finish my point?
You can show me where it happens in nature.
I will want to finish my point. So, in geometry...
No, I want a naturally occurring phenomena, not a point. I want a DV. We covered what a hypothesis was. It was painful. I had to educate you only minutes ago. Now you want to talk about an explanation. No! We're talking about hypotheses, and therefore we first need to observe a phenomenon. That's a dependent variable. That is the only thing you're going to be focused on. We're not going to listen to your explanation. You're going to give me a DV!
Deviation of falling bodies on rotating spheres.
Sorry, that's an assumption that we're on a rotating sphere now, isn't it?
Look, and that's why I'm going...
Where do we observe this deviation, clown shoes?
Everywhere.
And that's your assumption, and then when I ask if I see it in a 6-foot item that I drop, you say we don't. So we don't see it everywhere. You've told me already we don't see it everywhere. That's wrong. You've told me how we don't see it.
We can't see it with our bare...
You've just told me how we don't see it if I drop something. It's not observable.
Nathan, I just gave you a link.
You just told me how we don't see it only moments ago. I don't want a link. I want you to tell me where we see it.
We see it if we measure it. We need to measure it.
Yeah, we've got to see it before we can measure it, dipshit.